What are you doing, Neville? Going to say hi? In Mama Pudge? She spent all night outside. And Luna Cat? How you doing? Babysitter, hey? Yeah. Digger? How you doing, big guy? And Tiny Bunny? Hiding, as she does. Old Man Reese with no head. Oh, there it is. Hey there, everybody. So it's we've been a little intermittent in our updates recently. I mean, we've had a few short things up, but we haven't given you much of an update on how things are going or what our projects are. There's a reason for that. We will be having an announcement fairly soon as to why all my plans and projects and everything for this year have been temporarily put on hold. So we'll give you an update in a future video on that one, hopefully pretty soon here. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update on how how our chickens are doing. And so I know Caroline had mentioned, she had said how many we had. As far as turns out, out of the 13 we had, 9 were roosters. So over the course of the weekend, we rehomed 5 of them. So now we're down to 4 and 4, which is a far better balance as far as flock integrity goes. Ideally, you want to have 2 or preferably 3 hens per rooster. But already it's just been 24 hours here, and just the calmness in the coop is so much greater, because the boys were definitely getting very energetic, and the girls were actually in danger. Chip actually got a fairly bad tear in her comb, so we're keeping an eye on that right now. And that was fairly fresh. Like the boys were just getting too much, and there's a couple of, well, at least one of the roosters had a small nick on his comb as well. But we're down to 4 and 4. The hens here, let's just give you a view here. So the hens had been hanging out, for most of the past week. They're spending more and more of their time up in the coop, and one of the roosters would be hanging out with them. The others would be kind of in the coop floor or outside. So they're doing much better now. They're all outside. So they're all out and going around, and nobody's being attacked and running around with the frequency we're seeing. So that change is done fairly, it's been to the benefit of all, I think. So yeah, the one who's mostly hanging out with the chicks here is this colorful guy right there. He was one who's been hanging out most of the time with the hens. They'd all be up in the coop all along the top rail, just kind of sitting there and hanging out. So we kept him, and then we've kept the black one there, who's this guy right here. That's Maverick, and then Penguin, who is the black and white there, the leghorn, we believe. That's the other one, and then this colorful guy right here, that's Roadrunner, just because he's got a really poofy head and looks like the Roadrunner, and he actually does live up to the name. He runs pretty quick. And then we've got Chip, and Amelia had named one of the other hens Kinga. I'm not sure which one. And the other 2 girls we haven't named yet, if we name them. But ideas for the future are to get probably about 8 more hens, because we can have adequate space for that here, and that should give us a good solid mix to keep the peace in the flock. But they're already so much better than they were. The girls couldn't come outside without getting attacked by 1, 2, 3, or one time I even saw 5 of them crowding around one of the hens. And the hens are still just a little bit too young to be laying, so they've got no interest in any of that too. But like one would hop on and they'd start screaming, and all the rest of the roosters would charge in and start pecking and attacking. So having this level of calm for extended periods with the girls all out, that's been something we haven't seen. So it was the right choice to make, getting rid of 5 roosters. It's normally a hatching you can expect to get kind of half and half from what we've been researching. So we had out of the one, like, we bought the chicks, we didn't hatch them, but the ones we got, like 9 out of 13 were roosters. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, so that's taken care of, and our flock here is much happier for it. So yeah, and hopefully it'll be another week, maybe 2, before we start seeing any eggs starting to show up, and we'll keep you apprised of that as it happens. So anyway, that's how the chickens are doing, and they survived the heat wave and everything up here, and yeah, they all did fine. We made sure they had water, and often we'd leave it in the coop for the day. Because normally we take the food and water out in the morning, but we'd leave it in the coop a lot just to keep it cooler and get them out of the sun more. Not that it's especially sunny in their range there, but that's that. That's how that's going. Family's all good. The cat's good. The bunnies are good. So yeah, just wanted to give you a brief little update on how things are going and explain what we did and why. And yeah, we hope you'll like and subscribe, and hit us up again when we get some more interesting stuff happening in the near future. All right, take care. So, the day after, I was busy talking about how, the chickens are, maybe a week or 2 away from laying eggs. Lo and behold, just to make things interesting, we get this little guy. So, one of them, at least, one of the hens is now, starting to lay eggs. So, you get the small ones at the start, and then they go from there. So, yay, that's exciting. Yeah, and the chickens are all doing good. Caroline's making lunch. And, yeah, so, they, of course, I say something, and then they go, nope, that's not right. And that's how it goes here. Anyway, that's, yeah, happy to see some eggs going. Our son was so excited when he went in to let the chickens out this morning and found an egg. He forgot everything he was doing and ran back into the house to let us know, and exactly where he found it and how he found it. And not sure which hen laid it, but yeah. You down there? Hey? Screaming in the background?
Screamy baby.
Yeah. So anyway, that's some good news, hey? Progress is happening. They're growing up. We'll soon have actual eggs growing from our coop, and yeah, yay! All right, so that's that.